Good morrow, everyone, and welcome to another fantastical, fantabulous
February.
February with Stace and Barry in the morning, and I am the Barry half, not to be confused with the lovely Stace half, who was
Hello.
bussing a lovely Sonic jumper.
Oh, thank you very much. It's actually a bit too warm for this jumper, but I like it, so I wanted to wear it. But I'll probably get steadily more rosy cheeked as we go on recording. At the moment, I look pasty like a ghost, the ghost that haunted Zoom.
As long as you don't collapse with like heat exhaustion like part way through the episode, I think we're all good. To be fair, I'm wearing a jumper and I'm starting to sort of go, God, this Coke's only gonna like keep me hydrated for just so long.
Yeah, yeah. It's the problem with knitwear being so cozy and lovely that you want to wear it all the time. But
Yeah.
then you live with somebody who's like, oh, we could just put the heating on. And I'm like, no, don't do that. That's the wrong
Yeah.
kind of heat. And now I'm sad.
I know. I was starting to move towards this. And someone said to me the other day, like, because they like the summer and going to sunny places and blah blah, and they don't quite understand how I like it the other way.
Mhm.
And she said, but maybe you just need to look at different clothing in the summer. Wouldn't you be happier in the summer? And I was like, no,
No,
no.
no. Listen, I've tried the absolute smallest amount of clothing I can get away with in the summer, the thinnest, smallest garments that could possibly cover my body, and I'll still die of sweat. So no, I'm not having that.
But also she said, but you probably only like the autumn as well because you get to wear knitwear. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I will quite happily admit my vanity in the fact that I look glorious between the months of late September and March, April.
Marchish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I look fabulous. After that, I look like shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. It's like, glorious knit clad, goddess, and then just sweaty disaster.
Just rags.
Yeah, just a sad, moist disaster.
Sad, a miserable moist
Just,
disaster.
yeah, just miserable,
Yeah,
moist, tired, sad person.
yeah.
Um,
Hey, how about we try and get
should we do some?
some positivity into this podcast?
What about? Shall I just bust out some trumpets and we'll talk about some good stuff what we've seen and heard?
Yes,
Okay.
do it.
Uh, Jazz. Barry, what has
Stace.
been your pick of the month for the
Um,
month of sort of January and a bit of Feb?
so I've got a pick. I kind of have to pick this, and then I've got two two honorable mentions that I want to give.
Okay, I've got an
One's a
honourable mention as well
Yeah, one's
because
a real honorable mention, and the other one is a honorable mention.
I'm not sure I know what the distinction is, but sure, go
Yeah,
for it.
whatever, whatevs, as the kids
Yes.
say.
Yeah.
Um, so my pick is a buddy cop action comedy film. He says reading from Wikipedia,
Okie dokie.
which stars Jason Momoa and Dave Bautista.
Okay.
This is
I'm listening.
the Wrecking Crew.
Ah, okay.
Have you not seen this?
I haven't. No, I've seen the trailer and I did think it looked like a hell of a lot of fun.
Stace, you need to stop what you did. You need to watch that film.
All right, see ya. Imagine if I just
Honestly,
left.
if you genuinely had said, I'm gonna go and watch it now, fuck you, fuck the podcast. I'm like,
Yeah, good one.
there goes my hero, everyone. God damn it. Um,
Oh.
it it was proper old school kind of 80s, 90s buddy cop action. A lot of people got hurt in this film. A lot of people got hurt. And
Okay,
the film is called The Wrecking Crew. It's kind of almost like I got to the end of the film. I was like, oh yeah, okay, that's why it's called The Wrecking Crew.
makes
Because
sense.
they wreck shit. And the level of obviously they kill a lot of bad guys, but there's like a car chase in this film. It's like a car chase. Then there's a helicopter, and then there's like ninjas on bikes, all sorts going on.
Okay.
The level of like just innocent collateral damage, it's off the scale. I was just suddenly I kept looking at like cars flipping and exploding. I was like, hang on a minute, they're not bad guys. They're just regular people that are just
They're just
driving to
dead.
work. That are just dead.
Just dead.
And not just a little bit dead. They're like in a ball of fire dead.
Oh no.
Um
Wow.
yeah. Whilst, Dave Bautista and Jason Momoa are like quipping jokes and hey, here goes another one. I'm like, wow.
Popping zingers as they just off completely innocent
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Amazing.
So in it, so basically it's classic buddy cop. Jason Momoa is like a kind of he's like a cop from out of town, who's come home because his father's been killed,
Mhm.
and his brother is Dave Bautista, and he lives in Hawaii. So originally they're both from Hawaii, but Jason Momoa is now somewhere else. He comes back to Hawaii. They sort of got to, you know, put aside their differences to get revenge for their dad, and
Okay.
it it's epic. There's a fight scene towards the end with Dave Bautista versus a lot of guys, and it's shot like you've seen Old Boy.
Yes. Yeah.
You know the shot, the famous sort of tracking shot, was kind of from the side.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a similar sort of one like that. Dave Bautista, he's wrecking fools left, right, and center. I honestly, see when I watched it, and there was a lot of like, he's not getting up again. Someone gets. All I'll say is in the very first fight scene, um, Jason Momoa uses a cheese grater in a way that I'm like, I hope for as long as I live, no one ever uses a cheese grater like that on
Oh
me or
no.
anyone I know. Yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like the sound of that.
But honestly, it was it was just what I wanted. It was just
Yeah.
fun, stupid action. The plot
Okay.
was like, I'm going to show you the plot.
For the listener, Barry's wafting some very thin paper at me.
Yeah, that's the plot. But you don't need anything. Oh, and Dave Bautista's an ex. Oh no, he's not an ex actually. He's a Navy SEAL.
Of course he is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
makes
course he is.
sense.
They be wrecking fools all day in that film.
Oh,
Um,
that sounds great. I did think the trailer looked like a hell of a lot of fun. So
yeah,
it looks
yeah.
like one of those films, though, that I can never tell if Richie's going to want to watch or not. Because sometimes he seems very all in on things that look like stupid fun. And then other times he'll just be like, well, that looks so shite. And I'm like, oh, kind of wanted to see that. Don't yell at me for liking
Well,
fun shite.
call it homework from me that you need to put this film in your
Okay.
eyes.
Well, if he doesn't want to watch it, I've got tomorrow off work, so I can watch it while he's working.
Yeah.
So there's that. Excellent. Did you want to do your honourable mentions before I do my two things, or?
Yeah, I'll quickly do my honorable mention. So, my honorable mention, not my
Mhm.
honorable mention, my honorable mention, goes to Percy Jackson, The Olympians,
Okay.
which dropped its second season recently on Disney. Maybe it's because I'm in the middle of writing middle grade books. I'm in that kind of middle grade headspace, and I've only read one of the Percy Jackson books. But I loved it. It's just it maybe it's why I've kind of enjoyed writing these two kids books because it just reminds me of a time where like as a kid you just thought anything was possible
Mm.
and that you thought you could be the person that might save the world or something big's going on, you've got to get involved in. Whereas now you're kind of an adult and you just think, oh, life's just a bit shit in it. Um,
Yeah.
so I kind of love that kind of bravery, optimism, and all that stuff that's going on in it. Yeah, so I had a great old time with it. Also, Bear McCreary,
Oh, of course.
you
Yeah.
know, bringing the goods. Um, my honorable mention
Hmm.
goes to the comic Absolute Wonder Woman.
Oh, okay.
Um, which is by. I hope I've got this right. It's written by Kelly Thompson, and it's the art's by Hayden Sherman. Um, and honestly, this is possibly my favorite interpretation of Wonder Woman.
Ooh, okay.
Given the fact that like DC and Marvel are forever doing reboots and we've started it again from number one, and it always tends to be a little bit shit.
Yeah.
Well, not shit, but just kind of like
What was
it's
the point
just
of that?
what was the point? I don't really. Whereas this one, I'm like one. I just love the concept of it is that this version of Wonder Woman was raised in hell rather than Themyscira.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's she's the way she sort of speaks and stuff. She's got a much more kind of it's like old school four
Mm,
kind of vibe to it. Um, but it just works. She's kind of massive in it. She's tall and she's beefy. You wouldn't fuck with her. And but it's got like the core of the story. It's just got a massive heart to it as well. Yeah, it is action, but it's also epic in that kind of mythos type way. It's really
yeah.
yeah. I devoured this. I think someone said you can get it in hardback, and I will get it in hardback because good lord, the art on this was glorious. Um,
Nice.
and I would say if you want a comic to read where you can just pick it up and read, there's your bad boy.
Yeah.
Um, Absolute Bat on the back of that, Absolute Batman as well. He's wrecking fools all day long in
I was
that.
just gonna say I haven't read that, but I keep seeing like little panels every now and again, and I'm like, wow, that guy dead?
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of like,
He's just dead?
yeah, he's not getting up
No.
because Batman makes sure he ain't getting up. So
Ridiculous.
yeah, so yeah, they're my honorable mentions. Over to you.
Excellent. I'll do my honourable mention first because I'm only going to be quick about it because it's
Okay.
relatively recent, so I don't want to spoil too much. But that goes to the Wonder Man series on Disney Plus from the old ye olde Marvel.
Watch that this week.
All of it.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so what I liked about this a lot is that it's not a story about a superhero really. One of the things I find really interesting about superhero comics is that 9 times out of 10, the stories will almost always be like somebody's got powers, here they are using them for the force of good, and then the other time out of 10 it's like, hey, what if you did it for evil though? And Wonder Man asks the question, what if he just didn't really want powers at all and just wanted to be an actor though? And I really like that about it. I like the idea that it's just sort of like a guy trying to be a guy, but there's something different about him that's causing undue stress on his life kind of thing. I love Yahya Abdul Mateen. I think he's wonderful. Phenomenal actor. I love Ben Kingsley. And episode 4, Doorman, might be one of the best
Oh,
things I've seen for a hot minute.
yeah, that was good. That was
Such a good,
good.
and I felt bad about saying that was such a good episode because it like doesn't star Wonder Man at all, and it's like a very different like story. But the way that that episode was presented and also the context it gives the rest of the series is just like chef's kiss. The only teeny weeny niggle that I have, and it's very much a Stace preference thing, and it really makes Rich laugh that this bothers me, is that Ben Kingsley has adopted this way of delivering his lines where everything sounds kind of like a question even when it isn't. Like all of his sentences sort of end in a going up kind of cadence, and I don't I don't know why that bothers me, but it really it drives me a bit crackers. And I understand as well that it is a thing that certain regions of like England do, like some accents do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know why it riles me up so much. I'm like, you're not asking a question. We don't need this. Rich was like, why is this pissing you? I don't know. It's just some sort of auditory processing thing in my brain just goes ugh, every time every time he does it. And I'm like,
I think it was weird because I think we watched the first episode and we weren't really feeling it.
mm,
Um, but by the end, we really enjoyed it, and I think some of it was the tone wasn't what we were expecting.
yeah,
So you kind of had to sort of reorientate yourself to the kind of tone it was kind of putting out. Once I kind of got my head around that, I was
Yeah.
okay.
Hmm.
Um, and like you said as well, it was I think for me what was cool because I've vaguely heard of Wonder Man. I've never read anything about
No,
that
me neither.
character. So I was going in as blind as you could. Um, and I think because of that, I think that kind of lent something to it. So it could kind of do its own thing. I didn't have to worry about comparisonitis go, whoa, that's not right, or that's
Yeah, they
oh
didn't do that in the comic. Oh,
yeah, there was kind of none of that stuff going on in my head. Um no, I thought it was really good. And also as well, I think they could yes, you could see how it could kind of been set up to do another series.
mm,
But equally, if they didn't get another series, you could be okay with that. I
yeah.
still thought there was closure there.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was really an interesting take on a superpowered person.
mhm.
Yeah. I also quite liked as well how they showed like um what is his name, Simon, how they showed like how like anxious and stuff he was, and they
Yeah.
didn't shy away from him being, and not just because he was worried about people finding out that he has powers, but also because he's worried about doing a bad job, or like his relationship with his family and stuff. And I just, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
My actual pick of the month, though, because it would be absolutely remiss of me to not talk about this, I finally got to see the 7 minute TMNT Chrome Alone 2 Lost in New Jersey short film
Oh, okay.
that was attached to the SpongeBob movie in cinemas. Um, so I have I have a thing about stuff that's ostensibly supposed to be like comedy, which obviously like that's one of the big facets of the Mutant Mayhem style turtles. Is that and it's something that Mark Kermode once said that he reckons that if a comedy or something that is ostensibly supposed to be relatively funny doesn't make you laugh at least 5 times, then it's not done its job properly. I think I laughed about 10 times straight up out loud during this 7 minutes. It's so good. Um, I don't want to spoil like too much about it because I do think people need to go and watch it. But basically, the premise of it is that the lads find out that there's a company that's making like shitty knockoff toy versions of them that are called like the Tubular Tortoise Karate Warriors or something like that, and they all look really shit, and they're called like Mark and Danny and Ralph, and and so they have to go to New Jersey to find out like who's doing this and why. And like I say, it's only 7 minutes long, but it's extremely funny. The animation looks just as gorgeous as the film did. The soundtrack is great. It introduces like a sort of classic Turtles villain with a really silly new backstory that really, really made me laugh. And just generally was like, yeah, tippity top notch. I loved it.
Nice.
It did, the only problem with it was is it made me want Mutant Mayhem 2 like now, like right
Yeah.
now, please now, and it's not coming out until next September. But I keep trying to tell myself you can wait because you want the animators to have a good time making this film, and you don't want them to like burn out and not see their families, and it is fine, but also give me it.
Also, crack the fuck on.
But at the same time, give it to me because I want it. Yeah, if you can get hold of it, it's really funny. It's directed by Kent Secchi and written by Andrew Joestra, who worked on the movie as well. Um, and it's got all the like, all the voice cast is from the movie and everything, and they're so good. I love it.
Cool.
Doing a thumbs up.
Nice.
Here we go. Have some trumpets for a musical musing. Jazz. What's in your ears, B?
So, for me, it was an easy pick because it's from Percy Jackson.
Okay.
Um, because there's no way I can Bear can't bring out a new album and I can't pick from it.
Yeah.
However, it might seem my pick might seem odd because I've picked the main theme again, which I know I've already picked for Percy Jackson before. But what I liked about it is I remember I watched the first episode and I'd got in my head the music, the title music was at the beginning, but it isn't. It's actually at it's with the credits and stuff.
Yeah.
And when it got to the credits, I was so excited to hear the music again that I was like, this is going to be my pick regardless. I don't care if I've already had it twice. It's my show. Do what I
I do
want.
what I want.
Do what I want. But actually, he subtly changed it for this season.
Okay.
So it's a little bit darker, it's a little bit oi, a little bit stuff's kicking off. And I just love it. I honestly, it's one of my favorite pieces of music because it it just sings adventure. That's what I love about it. But it
Yeah.
sings that kind of, again, it's going back to that. It sings that sort of middle grade, like kids going on an adventure, but
Yeah.
in an epic way that only Bear McCreary can do.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's my pick, and I
Excellent.
stand by it.
I've got an honourable mention for my musical music, only because I watched a Goofy movie for the first time the other day, and so I had to mention the fact that Eye to Eye is a straight up banger by Powerline. It's so good. Like I don't know why I hadn't seen a Goofy movie before. It's really really good. It's a very enjoyable film, and yeah, Eye to Eye by, well, it's technically by Tevin Campbell, obviously, because Powerline is a cartoon character, but but it's a straight up banger, and I was like, oh, hello, this music, this musical knows how to play, Jesus. So that was my honourable mention. My actual pick is from the Bumblebee soundtrack
Ooh,
by Dario Marianelli. I had another hard time trying to pick which song I was going to choose for this. And again, I had another three, and I thought, don't be an asshole and make Barry choose again, because that's mean, like what I did when I picked Frankenstein.
yeah.
So this time I'm gonna pick "Be on the Run," which is the second track on the album, and it is exactly what it says on the tin. It's a well dramatic, frantic, run the fuck away piece of music. It's chipping in orchestral form,
Nice.
but also, like, I mean, the whole soundtrack's really really great. But I was umming and ahhing between that and Shutdown and Cybertron Falls. They're all just like really great pieces of music, big sort of bombastic full orchestra, very brassy pomp kind of, gravitas pieces of music. So yeah, that was my main pick. And if you haven't seen Bumblebee, you probably should, lads. It's really good.
I haven't seen it.
You probably should be. It's really good.
Good.
It is. It's one of two good Transformers movies, that and Transformers One.
It's funny, as you were talking, I was thinking, God, it's been a long time since I've listened to, and I can't think of the Arrival to Earth.
Oh, Steve Jablonsky.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
what a piece of what a piece of music.
it's just, and
Oh, it's so good.
I keep, again, it's that thing of I keep meaning to do on our Facebook group a sort of just my picks of find them on YouTube where the music just enhances that scene in a
Hmm.
way that only music can.
Yeah,
Um, like the map room scene in Raiders, without that John Williams scene, it's just a bloke with a stick,
yeah,
just standing there waiting for the sun to come up. I mean, I'm doing it a disservice, but like Arrival to Earth for me is like it's one of those scenes and pieces of music that you can't. It just works all together. It's amazing. And I know people give Michael Bay like a hard time and stuff, but I'm sorry, I love that first Transformers.
yeah. I The first one wasn't terrible for me, but I haven't seen all of the others because I think I saw the second one in the cinema and I was like, what's this now? And then
When
watched the third one at home, and then I was like, nah, that'll do.
when they start bringing in like stereotype black Transformers with gold teeth and stuff, that's when I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out. What are we doing here?
yeah, I was pretty out on that as well, to be fair.
Um,
Actually, though, Rise of the Beasts wasn't bad. now that I think about it, but I don't think that's part of the Bay stuff. I don't know. I get
Okay.
confused.
I I
Um,
I do like. I think it's in the second Transformers where Optimus gets killed for the umpteenth time. But there's a bit where I think he literally says, "I'll take you all on," and then he's just wrecking. That's probably going to be my phrase for 26.
yeah,
He's just
just
wrecking
wrecking fools.
fools, wrecking Decepticons left, right, and center. Um,
Mm.
and I'm like, that was kind of. I think I saw that at the cinema as well, and I thought the rest of the film, yeah, but that was worth my money. That bit.
Yeah, yeah. It's a weird one with the Transformers stuff because there's a lot to like there, but a lot of it is buried in shite. Just buried in, just buried in shite. But Bumblebee's great. Transformers One is great. I liked Rise of the Beasts.
Okay.
Uh, so if you haven't seen those, maybe give them a whirl.
Yeah.
Do you know what I haven't actually seen though, and I'm sure this is going to get me so much ire from everybody who's listening to this. The actual original animated movie. Barry's face is just like, what are you
You
fucking
mean
doing?
you haven't seen the movie where the song "You Got the
You got
Touch"
the
comes
touch.
from?
No, no, I have.
When you want to talk about, I know we've just said about like Arrival to Earth. When you want to talk about perfect scenes in music, I have to think of a name. Perfect scenes in music. They use "You Got the Touch." I think maybe it's twice in the movie. I don't know.
Mhm.
The first time they use it is with Optimus Prime, and when I say he is wrecking fools left, right, and center, it's and the music's going. You got the touch, and I think he says something like, "Let me see if I can remember it." Megatron must be stopped, whatever the cost. You got the touch, wrecking people, and then there's another bit at the end, which I don't want to say because it's another Transformer who kind of comes into his own, and they're playing the music in that, and I think
Yeah,
that sequence as well. And he's probably there's a scene I always keep we always keep watching it every couple of months where he's just running down this corridor and explosions are going off behind him. It's like you got the touch. Life don't get much better than that. You got to watch it, Stace.
I do. I do need to. I feel like it's 40th anniversary this year or next year or something. So I'm like, what? Seriously, why haven't you seen it yet?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm a terrible human being.
nah, nah,
I'm all right, I suppose.
yeah. I've got a quick geek all about it that I wanted to mention to you before
Okay,
we
I've got a
do
couple
one.
of bits. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. Extra, extra. Geek all about it. I couldn't be bothered to do a trumpet. Sorry.
Get your hot chestnuts, Gov. Two a penny. God blimey. They're tasty. Taters.
Just keep saying words. No, go on.
Taters.
What's your
Taters,
news?
Mr. Bilbo.
What's your news,
Taters.
boo? Come on,
Um,
news.
my news. He-Man trailer. Boom.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's right. It's not so funny now, is it?
Oh my
Now,
god. So like I've been looking forward to this movie for a while anyway, because I am a bit of a He-Man and She-Ra wanker. And and when they released a teaser the day before the actual trailer, that was just like even that, I was like, oh, it's so good. Like, it's so fucking good. And then when I saw the trailer, well, okay, this is your news. You go first. Go on. How did you feel
no,
about
no,
it?
no. Like you, um I loved He-Man. I think by the time She-Ra came around, I was probably a little bit older.
Mm,
But I loved He-Man back in the day because that was around the time when they were doing. You had He-Man, you had Tarzan as well. He basically looked like they were brothers. He looked like the same guy voiced them. It's the
mm.
same animation. Um, and and I don't care anyone says like I love the first
Me too.
the
Masters of the
Master
Universe.
Universe movie.
So good.
I mean, one music.
Yep.
Dolph Lundgren as He-Man looked the part. Okay, acting a little bit wobbly, but you know what? I'm all good because he looked good. Skeletor.
Frank Langella,
God
man,
Lord.
good
Good
heavens.
Lord. Good
He did not
Lord.
need to do all that, and yet he did.
He did not need to go in that hard.
Oh my God.
And he did wrecking falls left, right, and centre with his acting. I will probably say that sentence again before we leave today.
That's fine.
But yeah, and I think he did it. I think it's because his kids want him to do it, and even
Oh,
with
that's
that,
amazing.
he didn't need to go in as that. That was like a Shakespearean level performance he
Yeah,
dropped.
man.
So
That
there
was
was that.
villainy 101.
It was like you want to be a villain, go watch this, then come and see me. And so when they first announced this, I was dead against it because I was kind of like, just let it go. Don't need to do it.
Mm.
We've done a couple of animateds that have kind of had some have worked, some haven't worked, and then I saw some set photos, and I was like, this dude's gonna be. I don't know. And then I saw the trailer, and I was like, I still got concerns,
Hmm.
but I like the energy. It's
Yeah.
giving me a kind of 80s vibe energy and a kind of Last Starfighter. It felt like I was seeing a trailer for a film that I would have watched as a kid in the
In
80s.
the
And for
80s.
me, that's the energy I want to see.
Yeah. It was like, it didn't seem to shy away from its source material, which is what I
No.
liked. Like, the outfits are very close to what the outfits were like in the cartoon, just maybe slightly more practical. You know, they didn't shy away from like him when he shouted, "I have the power," and all the lightning came in. I was like, like I fully was just, I was grinning from ear to ear. I watched it on my phone on the way home from work, and then as soon as we got in, I made Rich put it on the big telly, and he just watched me watching it, and he was like, "Oh my God, it's like a kid looking at puppies in a pet shop," because I was just like, like the whole time, just like grinning from ear to ear. Yeah, I love it. I have this. I think I have a similar reservation to you in that I don't mind that some of it is on Earth because his mom's from Earth. It makes sense that if she
Which I
thought he was
didn't
in
know.
trouble,
So,
yeah, she used to work for. She got like lost on like a NASA exhibition expedition or something, and then ended up on Eternia somehow, and then fell in love with
happens.
the king and stayed there. So like everyone else on Earth is just like, oh my God, where's Marlena for fuck's sake? She's just like living it up in the palace. Um, so like it makes sense to me that if she thought he was in danger, she'd send him to Earth. Like I get all that. My problem is I don't want it to be too much on Earth. Like
Exactly.
20 minutes tops. Get
Yeah.
out of there. Get
Yeah.
me to Eternia. I
Yeah.
want to see it. And I tell you what I loved about this trailer as well, because as much as I love the Masters of the Universe movie, one of the things I always found very funny about it was that Eternia does not look worth fighting over. It's a barren fucking wasteland with a skull on it. And I was like, I was like, why are you even fighting over this? Just go somewhere else. Like, this is shit. Um, so, so I was quite happy when this movie was like, look at these resplendent, gorgeous forests in a
Yeah.
rainbow, and I was like, oh my God, it looks worth it. You know,
It looks
it looks fucking
Eternia
worth it.
because you're worth it.
Honestly, yeah, I'm very excited. I will like. There's a few films this year that I actually like want to be in a cinema for.
Yeah.
And admittedly, they are all stupid nostalgia bait movies. I want to see He-Man at the cinema. I want to see Street Fighter at the cinema.
Oh
I want to
yeah.
see Mortal Kombat 2 at the cinema. Like I'm so all the way seated already. It's ridiculous.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm very
like
excited.
Street Fighter, we could talk all day. That's another one where I'm like, that trailer had no business being that good.
Oh my God. Like
No business. No
no,
business.
no piece. And when he starts kicking the shit out of the car at the end, I was like, ah! They've literally just gone. You said you wanted a Street Fighter movie. Here you are.
So
Like,
I'm gonna put in like my I'm gonna bundle in my couple of reservations for both of those films in one go.
yeah,
So back to He-Man.
yeah.
My first reservation, it's not really a reservation, but I I get a sense they're not gonna do this, but I want him to have an echoey voice when he's He-Man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be good.
He-Man without an echoey voice is what's that about?
You know, now
So
you've said that, just before you say your thing, I am a little bit trepidatious about Skeletor's voice because this movie, this
that's my
trailer,
second.
yeah,
My
this
second.
trailer was like, we're gonna pretend Jared Leto's not in it,
Yeah.
which is very funny to me because we all know he is, and we know we're gonna like there's no reason you cast Jared Leto as that version of Skeletor unless you're going to see him as Keldor. So I think we are going to see
You think
Jared
so?
Leto as Keldor with the long black hair and stuff. But it's his voice that I'm worried about because I'm like, we haven't, there was nary a yeah in sight, was there?
No,
So,
no.
like, yeah, I'm interested.
And in
But
some
yeah,
ways, it's like I said, Dolph Lundgren physically looked like He-Man.
yeah,
I've already said he's I'll never kneel to you. He's acting on his, it was
yeah,
right. It
it's fine.
it did what it needed to do,
Hmm.
but also because Skeletor was so good, it he worked. The two of them just worked.
Yeah, yeah.
But in this one, so what I'm trying to say is like to get He-Man, you don't have to work that hard
Hmm.
for me to sort of go, yeah, I'm all right with that,
Yeah.
right? Oh, and did you clock that he's actually dressed like Prince Adam, but normal clothes?
Yes, I did. Because I saw
Nicely
somebody
done.
online complaining about that. Why is he wearing a pink shirt? And I was like,
Yeah.
he's always worn a pink shirt, you dummy.
It's not even just the fact he's got a pink shirt with a white
white
t-shirt.
white undershirt. Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I'm like, okay, all right.
I see what you're doing. I
I
just
see
love
what
the
you
look of the
do.
sword as well. Like it's
Yeah.
so spot on.
Whereas for me, Skeletor, the bar to
He's
for me to
high.
turn around and go, yeah, okay, yeah, that's as good as, or dare I say, better. It's too high.
Yeah,
It's too
yeah.
high. You're not. For me, all you can do is make me go, that was a good Skeletor. I'm not gonna. You're not topping him. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
I'm
Hmm.
sorry.
Yeah, no, I see. Like Jared Leto is the big sort of elephant in the room for me because I don't, even if you take out all the
Yeah.
allegations and the personal stuff, I actually don't rate him as an actor anyway. I tend to like the films that he's in spite of Jared Leto. I don't know why he keeps getting jobs. He's a very boring actor.
Yeah.
And like, there's one thing that Skeletor isn't, right, and that's fucking boring. So I am, yeah, I am a little bit worried about that. But I'm hoping that like that everything else,
Yeah.
because you only got very sneaky, quick looks at like Alison Brie as Evil Lynn and stuff in the trailer. So I'm like, and you don't get an awful lot of Idris Elba as Man at Arms either. And I'm really excited about like all that sort of.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
Cringer be Battle Cat at some point? Like I'm gonna lose my mind if that happens.
I feel like he will be. So
I feel like
just
he will be, and I feel like Orko has to pop up even though we didn't see him in the
yeah.
trailer.
I mean,
I feel like he's probably unfinished graphics that they thought we'll leave that out for now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't want another Sonic fiasco, and we don't want another Sonic Gate on our hands. But my reservation about Street Fighter, I've only got really one because I thought the trailer, like I said, it
Banger.
banger.
Yeah.
My reservation is the guy they've cast as M Bison.
Is that um is that
Um,
David Dasmalchian?
maybe
Yeah, the guy from Suicide Squad and
yes,
other stuff.
yeah.
Dotty Man. Yeah.
My
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
here's my take on it. Right, when you, I feel more strongly after seeing the trailer
Mhm.
because you got all the Street Fighter characters, wrecking fools. Told you to get it in. Wrecking fools left, right, and center. Wrecking a car. Um, and the moves are all there and stuff like that. And then you just a little shot of him like throwing his cape like he's in Bison. And the minute I was like, I feel like we've got another Iron Fist scenario. That was my
Yeah.
literal takeaway. Was like,
Yeah.
we've got another unless you've done some intensive training with that guy, or you're gonna have one hell of a stunt double. Am I just gonna be like, am I supposed to be buying the fact that it needs the people that you've got playing Ryu and Ken know how to fight?
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah.
gonna believe that it's gonna take two of them to sort of take it? Because it's always like the two of them and stuff, and I'm like, and especially if you've seen that, which I know you've seen it not that long ago,
The animated
the
movie.
last fight scene
Holy
between
shit.
Ryu, Ken, and then Bison, that
Yeah.
that's like Skeletor. You're not topping, and that
That's
animated
peak
came
Street
out
Fighter, that
that
is.
came out decades ago, and
Mm.
you're not topping that fight. You just unless you got someone who is physically imposing like M. Bison, but actually can fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, I've got no concept of what he might be like as a sort of imposing figure because everything else I've seen him in, he's been kind of
A bit,
weaselly.
I mean, he looks a little bit like Mr. Bean, and that's what I mean. I'm not.
Yeah,
He's a good
yeah,
actor. That's my thing. But like with like when they had Raul, I mean, let's be honest, the Street Fighter Van Damme one was awful.
it was shit.
It wasn't even awful in a kind of like because some people say like Master Universe, oh, no, it's a little bit awful, but it's good. No, no, no. Master Universe is a good. I like Master. That's a good,
Yep,
solid 80s action film.
yep,
Sci-fi. Don't care what you say.
yep.
Street Fighter is awful.
It's
And
just
I
bad.
and I say this as someone who was going through the Van Damme phase. With anything with Van Damme in, I was there, and I was like, "This is great." I'm like, "This, oh God, no, this is." Half of you can't fight. I was like, what's going on
Yeah.
here?
Half you can't fight, the other half can't act. Like
Yeah.
it's
And well, I mean, the other thing is, which is why did it come out before? This is going to be our longest episode ever, but did it come out before or after Mortal Kombat?
Do you know what? I can't remember. I know Mortal Kombat was 95,
I'm going to look this up because it's
I
important to
think.
my point. Right, Street Fighter came out in 1994.
Okay. Yeah, Mortal Kombat was
Um,
95. I'm pretty sure. Because I'm pretty sure it turned 30 last year.
1995. So I remember showing my age now. Did I see? I might have seen. I think I saw both in the cinema, and I remember the Street Fighter one, thinking this is one year I'm never going to see again. This is a waste of my time.
Yeah.
Um, and I remember going to see Mortal Kombat. Maybe me and once went to see it, but I definitely saw it with some other people, and we all went in thinking this is going to be shit
It's
because
going to be shit.
it was a year after Street Fighter. And
Yeah.
we were like, how much? But come on, it's Mortal Kombat. It's going to be shit, isn't it? The minute that opening scene where he kills his brother, and then it's like
Oh,
Mortal
God.
Kombat.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
You were like, okay,
Yeah.
okay. You could not have had two different because they're basically the same sort of premise, and yet one was like Oscar winning in the same sort of
Yeah, I love that. I love that Mortal Kombat movie. What I love about that is again, I think video game adaptations do best when they're not scared of their source material.
yeah.
So like I think the Mario movie, you can enjoy it all you like, but it isn't a Mario like the one from the 90s, not the recent
Is that the Bob Hoskins one?
Bob Hoskins, yeah,
Oh,
and John
oh God.
Leguizamo. Like those are they're not Mario. I'm sorry, they're not. They and even when they try to bring in like Cooper Troopers and that, they don't look anything like they're supposed to. They've got like a military regime or something. And you're just like, what are you talking about? But like the Sonic movies are just unashamedly like rings, I guess.
Yeah.
Like
I
go
mean,
real fast.
but somehow the Sonic
They're
movies
cool.
were able to sort of because I would still where like that first Mortal Kombat, I think nailed it is
Yeah,
because when you play them, because the Mortal Kombat games do actually have a story, um, in speech marks within the games, and obviously as the
yeah.
games got more advanced, they're able to do cutscenes, and then it does feel a bit more. But the whole concept of like there's a tournament which decides the fate of the universe and blah blah blah, and everyone fights and whatever. That is literally what the film is. It's a bunch of people get recruited to save the world by
In an
entering,
interdimensional tournament.
yeah,
Yeah.
in an interdimensional tournament, and they get recruited by the God of Thunder, who was also like an immortal Highlander back in the day as well. Um, and all the film is a load of fights
Yeah,
with a loose story through it. But if you're gonna do that, the fights have to be kick-ass, which they were.
yeah, yeah.
And that final fight with like Liu Kang and Shang's,
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch that again soon because I
oh,
bloody love
and
that
all that.
movie.
I pity you, sorcerer. All those souls are not one of your own. I pity you, sorcerer. Yeah, you tell him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so good.
I
Um,
digress.
I had a little bit of news, and I'm gonna rapid fire it at you and get your
Do it.
immediate thoughts because we've got so little time left. A bunch of TMNT things got announced literally yesterday. The first being that, Playmates lost the master license for making toys and stuff at the tail end of last year, which is a bit bonkers considering they've had it since like the '87 cartoon came out.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mattel have picked it up, so
Ooh.
they'll be making. I think their first batch of Turtles toys are going to be related to Mutant Mayhem 2 for next year, which I'm quite excited about because Mattel did the Turtles of Grayskull line of figures last year
I
that
didn't
were.
even know there was a Turtles of
Oh, I'm
Grayskull
gonna have to
line.
send you a picture. I had to buy Rich says to me the only Turtles figure he ever wants to own is Michelangelo as He-Man because he's got He-Man's hair, and they finally made it. And I'll have to send you I'll take a picture. He's literally on the shelf behind me. I'll take a picture of him in a bit and send it to you. It's one of the best figures I've ever seen in my life. But they are really good figures, so I'm quite excited about that. So that's bit of news number one. The next thing was they've announced a novelisation of The Last Ronin written by Eric Burnham, and I don't know how I feel about that because I don't really know what it's for because we've got
Yeah,
The Last
who's it?
Ronin already. It already exists, and
Yeah,
I love Eric Burnham's writing, but why?
I still would have liked to have seen a Last Ronin film,
The movie's not off the table.
isn't
Apparently,
it?
it's paused at the moment. And what's her face? Judith Hogue, who was April in the 1990 movie, came out yesterday as well and said that she was approached about playing April in
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah, and I was like, if they got Judith Hogue and Elias Koteas back to be April and Casey in that, I would straight up lose my entire freaking mind. And then if they did it with the Jim Henson suits and the guy
See,
who played Mikey, oh my god, I would
see, that's
actually
how you
die.
do you know what? That's how you do it.
Yeah, man.
That's how you get people on board. As in, like, already I can see myself sitting in the cinema to watch that now.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll be all like, I really hope that they unpause that fairly soon and just, get on it. Um, Another bit of news that they announced was they're going to make a sort of preschool YouTube series that are 4 minute, 30 4 minute episodes called Teeny Mutant Ninja Turtles, and it's about the turtles as little witty babies. I just think that's so adorable, and it's blatantly not for me, and I don't care because I like the fact that we're encouraging new generations of Turtles fans, and also it sounds adorable.
Yeah.
And the final bit was they are also doing a middle grade illustrated novel
Oh,
called Splinter's Dojo. So I'm interested. I'm a little bit interested in that as well. So there's also and
yes. Oh,
they're opening 3 themed pizzeria restaurants in California, Brazil, and I want to say Mexico, which I'm sulking about because none of those places are in the UK,
yeah.
and I want to go to there. But yeah, all sorts. It's a good time to be a Ninja Turtles fan, I
It
think,
is.
unless you want to actually have money,
Yeah.
then it's not so much.
Yeah. What's money for if not to be spent on quality goods?
Well, exactly. Well, there we have it. Unless there's anything else you want to throw in this absolute tangent fest of an episode.
No, because I feel
Oh,
like I'm,
you're going to have fun editing this anyway.
yeah, and I'm still stuck on. I'm still seeing the final fight scene of Mortal Kombat in my head.
Yeah, I might just go and watch that on YouTube when we
Such a
finished
such a banger.
talking because it is a banger. Well, folks, that was an episode of Stace and Barry in the Morning. If you'd like to get in touch with Stace and or Barry, you can send an email to staceandbarry@gmail.com, or you can follow us on most of the socials at Stacey's Parlour or
Will we be
at
wrecking
Geek
fools?
Syndicate. And yeah, be kind, wreck fools, and we love you. Goodbye.
Bye all.